Greetings, dear friends. Welcome to our message. Know that many in the higher dimensions are observing and guiding during these times of change and confusion. Know that you are never alone and are greatly admired for your courage and strength in choosing to become part of Earth's ascension process in order to bring forth a more enlightened collective consciousness. Everything on every level of ordinary life is changing because collective consciousness is changing. This is affecting those awake as well as those who are not with regard to familiar holiday rituals and celebration. Because consciousness is the substance of form, you may be experiencing a sense of inner confusion and lack of excitement with regard to the Christmas or Hanukkah traditions, beliefs, and concepts you previously loved and engaged wholeheartedly in. In spite of this, many are attempting to keep familiar holiday rituals firmly locked in place in the belief that this will make everything feel normal again. Fear drives resistance to change. Retail markets fear financial loss and so continue to promote gift buying as being equal to love. Media outlets play loud holiday music and televisions rerun emotional holiday films. If these things no longer resonate with you or fail to put you in a holiday mood, understand that you have not suddenly become a Grinch, but rather it is that your energetic signature is no longer in alignment with many things that resonate with old energy. As you spiritually evolve, many of the traditions you grew up with or celebrate with family, friends, or some special group during the year, not just at Christmas, will automatically begin to feel less important or fulfilling. This can cause problems in families or among friends who remain committed to the importance of continuing holiday traditions exactly as they always have. As with all things in life, do not resist or make a big scene regarding family celebrations, gift exchanges, or traditions, but rather lovingly participate as you choose, while holding your highest truth and using these occasions to practice knowing the truth about those around you. Do not endow activities you not longer fully embrace with power. Never believe that your participation in some family tradition that is important to others will affect your attained state of consciousness or separate you from who and what you are. However, you always have free will to choose. Never allow yourself to be bullied into doing something, but when you make a choice that may be confusing to others, do it with love and respect to their beliefs. Allow the process to unfold, dear ones, both within and without, and accept that things will never again be exactly as they once were, because the energy of collective consciousness has changed, and it is because of you, which is your purpose for being on Earth at this time. Everyone waking up to or holding truth in consciousness is automatically adding light to the collective. There is much to come and much has already taken place that you are as of yet unaware of, causing you to believe that nothing is happening. Do your work, go about your business, carry on with the ordinary activities that life presents, while acknowledging the reality of who you and those around you are. In the midst of every personal and global crisis, hold firmly to the fact that you and every person on Earth is an expression of Divine Source, God, and as such embody all that it is. The process of spiritual evolution as done through third-dimensional energy is one in which the experiences of many lifetimes serve to eventually open and push a person's state of consciousness to where they are able to translate human thought and experiences into their higher truth, until at a certain point the truths that they have been practicing, pondering, and living become an attained state of consciousness and begin to manifest on all levels as the person. Examples of translating appearances: I feel pain, but I know that God knows nothing about pain and never formed itself as pain. I am broke, but I know that the reality of my being is self-sustaining and self-maintaining divine consciousness, which is infinitely complete and whole. I have no friends, partner, lover, etc., but I realize that since God is one, I can never be separate from the companionship of the one expressing itself as the many. I have no home, but I know that I can never be separate from my perfect home, which is divine consciousness. These are only a few examples of how to translate the outer scene into the truth as you go about your daily life. It takes practice, because even though in reality time does not exist, there comes to every spiritual seeker a crossroad at which they must decide if they want to live the truth they know or continue relegating what they have learned to conversation with metaphysical students in ever more classes, or at the dinner table. It is much easier to go along with collective thinking on just about all topics, and yet at a certain point most find that their spiritual awareness no longer allows them to completely relax and enjoy engaging in collective thought with others. For most of you, the period of time in which you could decide to live or not live truth is over, because, like it or not, the evolving energy of Earth is bringing everyone to where they no longer resonate with much that they previously perfectly aligned with. Certain foods, entertainments, books, groups, friends, jobs, beliefs, etc. At a certain point, every evolving soul simply begins to live the higher frequencies because they have integrated them into their energy field, which is the goal of the evolutionary process. What makes this ascension process unusual and is causing it to be of such interest to those of other planets is that you are going through the ascension process in your material bodies rather than having to die first. This real body is always fully present even though you entertain a material concept of it. As consciousness evolves and you are able to more fully to realize this, the light body will begin to increasingly manifest as in through the material sense of body. Just as you are abundance, completeness, wholeness, intelligence, etc., you are the perfect divine idea body, a body that knows no flaws, deformity, disease, or pain. This real body is God individualized and you can never lose it because it is you being an expression of God. It is what leaves the material concept a body at the time of death. We have often told the true story of Christmas, but we'll do it once again for those who are not aware of the deeper meaning of Christmas as well as for those who need a reminder. Christmas is not one man's story but is every person's story as interpreted through human thinking as Christmas. The birth of the Christ light consciousness is the story of every soul's spiritual awakening, which usually manifests in times of duress or loss of material goods stable because the birth of individual Christ consciousness cannot take place in a consciousness already filled with ego and false beliefs. No, the birth of Christ consciousness is easily recognized by those of higher spiritual consciousness who at this point step in to assist the fragile new awakened state of consciousness with gifts of support, strength, understanding, and knowledge. The three kings, those of a lower resonance, always fear and feel threatened in the presence of Christ light and seek to kill or eliminate it any way they can. Law, propaganda, societal pressure, and so the newly born and not yet fully developed state of consciousness must for a period of time be kept secret and hidden in order for it be safe as it grows into a strong and highly evolved state of consciousness. The Christ. Those seeking to eliminate truth can only eternally fail, for truth is a reality that can be hidden, ignored, and denied but never changed, removed, or affected in any way. Sending you love, light, and recognition during this celebratory time. We are the Arcturian group.